What's up, my fellow collectors? It's your boy, the Paradox Nerd, back again with another review. And today I'll be reviewing the Hot Toys MMS 452 Darth Vader from the Empire Strikes Back movie. I'm going to start off my review by saying that Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. When Darth Vader uttered those famous words, "Luke, I am your father," my goodness. As a kid, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. It was just such a shock. And, it's just one of those iconic movie moments that you will never ever forget. And with that being said, I had to have this version of Darth Vader. I mean, throughout the whole movie, he was just kicking ass. He was like force choking people through screens. I mean, I was just like, oh my goodness. This guy is savage. Ever since that movie came out, Darth Vader has always been my favorite Star Wars character of all time. So enough of me rambling on and on. Let's just get straight into the review, starting with the packaging. As you can see, really nothing special with the packaging. Just your basic black and gray Star Wars themed packaging with Darth Vader in the front. And as you can see from the side of the packaging how thick the packaging is. I'm guessing it's because of the diorama base. And here's the back of the packaging. Really nothing special, just your information and warnings in regards to the figure itself. And here's inside the packaging. You get this cool cover slip with a picture of Darth Vader in his iconic pose from The Empire Strikes Back. And behind the cover slip is the figure itself. Alright, so let's check out the head sculpt for Darth Vader. As you can see, this looks freaking epic, man. I'm telling you, this looks so awesome, guys. I'm really impressed. As you can see, the detail on the helmet is sick. And I'm going to show you the back. Wow, that looks so awesome, man. You can see like the scars on the back of his head. Actually, it looks kind of disgusting, man. Sorry to say, it actually looks pretty disgusting. So with that being said, Hot Toys did a phenomenal job with the head sculpt, and I'm really happy in how it turned out. As you can see, like all the circuits on his helmet looks really cool. And here is the top of the helmet. So just a little heads up, the helmet is not magnetized, so you actually have to find the little slot inside the helmet. So I'm not sure if my camera could capture it, but so you just kind of have to feel around and find where that slot is, pop it right in. So it's really not too bad. So here is Darth Vader with his helmet on. So it looks really cool. And here are the accessories that come with Darth Vader. You get 5 right hands, 3 left hands, his lightsaber, and an extra lightsaber blade which has the swinging effect, which is pretty cool. And you also get this cool diorama base. Okay, so let's start off with the hands, and let's start off with this one. And this is the one with the light up features. And to access it, you open his glove up just like so, and you can see there's the battery compartment. And to turn on the light up feature, just switch that switch right there, and here it is with the lightsaber blade installed. And you can see it's pretty bright, so it looks pretty cool. And since we're taking a closer look at the lightsaber blade, let's take a closer look at his lightsaber hilt. And you can see it looks really cool. Looks fantastic. So I'm really impressed with this. So here is another hand. As you can see, this is the hand that Vader uses to stop Han Solo shots when they were in Cloud City. So that's pretty cool. And here is another hand. And as you can see, Hot Toys did an amazing job with the detail on the gloves. I mean, it really looks like they're leather, but if you actually feel the material, it's rubber. So they did an awesome job. I'm telling you guys, this looks so cool. And here is a pointing finger hand. So it looks pretty cool. Here is another hand, and this is the hand that you can use to hold the lightsaber. Same with this one. This is the left hand. This is a fisted left hand. And here is a force using left hand. I'm telling you guys, you could come up with some really cool poses with Vader. So, okay guys, so let's take a closer look at the base. As you can see, Hot Toys did an amazing job with the diorama base. The detail on this base is fantastic. It looks amazing. You can see here all the weathering, the paint job on the bottom of the base here. So really cool. As you can see in the severed cylinder poles, the paint job all around them is beautiful. I mean, they did an awesome job, and I'm really impressed with this diorama base. So here's the back of it, and I'm telling you guys, I really love this base. Here's the bottom of the base. This base actually requires 3 AAA batteries, which the figure does not come with, which is kind of disappointing, especially since we're paying like almost $300 for this figure. They should at least include the AAA batteries. And to turn on the base, there's the switch in the back, and you can see it lights up pretty well. So here is the light-up features for the base. As you can see, the lights are really bright, and I'm really impressed with this base. And you know, I hope Hot Toys continues this pattern of coming out with these detail friendly bases that look so awesome, especially when you display them with other characters in the movie. It just adds such a coolness factor to the shelf of your DTOF. And the next thing I like to check out is the detail and the materials used for his suit. As you can see, Hot Toys did a beautiful job in this category. As you can feel the cape, it feels soft. The stitching is really awesome. You can see the lighter features on his suit is really cool, really bright. And to turn on the lighter feature on the chest box, you actually have to install batteries right in here. And you can see there is a switch to turn the chest box on and off. The only problem is that it actually kind of sticks out a little bit, but you can kind of hide it with the cape. And to turn on the lighter feature on the belt, you actually have to remove this piece out, put the batteries in, and put it right back. There should be a switch here in the bottom to turn it on and off. Now moving on to the bottom of his suit, as you can see, they did an amazing job with the materials that they used for the bodysuit itself. It really feels like the actual bodysuit that they use for the actual costume. Moving on to the shin guards here, they're really shiny, they're actually plastic, and the boot itself actually feels like a real like leather boot, but it's actually made out of leather. Alright, so let's check out the articulation for Vader. Let's start off with his neck. As you can see, you could turn his neck from side to side, so no hindrance there. You can bring his head pretty far back, you just can't bring it down. Next is the shoulder joints. As you can see, you could bring his arm out just about close to 90 degrees. You could bring it forward just about 45, and you could bring his arm pretty far back actually, so that's pretty cool. The elbow joint is pretty articulated too. You could bend his arm just about 90 degrees. You just got to be careful because you can see it's starting to crease up around this area. You can see with the hand and wrist, it's all one piece, so there is no articulation in the wrist joint. So moving on to the torso, unfortunately, Darth Vader does not have any articulation in this area because of his suit. So he can't do any ab crunches, and you can't turn his body from side to side. Now moving on to his hip joints, you can see really not much articulation there. You could probably bring his leg out just about like 20 to 30 degrees. Same with the other side. You could bring his leg forward just about 20 degrees. So not much articulation in the hip joints. Now moving on to the knees actually have pretty good articulation. You could actually bend it a little bit past 90 degrees, so no restriction there. Now moving on to the ankle joints, you can see you could bring it forward, you could bring it back, but unfortunately you can't bring it from side to side. So here are my final thoughts. I love this Vader, and I'm so happy that I decided to pick him up. To be honest, I wasn't going to because I already have the Rogue One Vader, and I'm really happy with him. But when I saw the production pictures released by Hot Toys, I fell in love with the base, just the overall look of his suit, the light up features on his suit, because the Rogue One Vader does not light up, so I thought that was a plus for me. And you know, this is the Vader I fell in love with. You know, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, and I just loved Vader in it. That is the reason why I decided to pick him up, and I'm really happy with my decision. And for the collectors out there who are still on the fence and picking him up, whether they have the previous versions of Vader or waiting for Return of the Jedi version, just pick him up. You know, you're gonna be happy with him. You're gonna love the base. You're gonna be happy in posing him in that iconic pose where he told Luke Skywalker that he is his father. I mean, that's all I have to say. You know, that is such an iconic moment in movie history, and you could recreate that with this Vader. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for checking out my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, it doesn't matter what you collect, collecting's collecting. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.
No, I am your father.
It's not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.